Hey guys! Welcome to the first installment of Chilling with Nino. And I've gotten a couple questions, so this is just going to be me answering a couple of questions. Alright, let's just get started. The first one comes from Maisie Green. Pretty sure that's how you say that. Favorite Disney movie and why? Don't even have to think about it. Oliver and Company. Oliver and Company, little known Disney movie, 100% because of Dodger the dog, who is the coolest dog. He's just awesome. He's in New York. He's singing songs. He's got like a pack of friends. He's got like a really good sense of rhythm and time. I'm all about that. All right, next one is Zephyr Phantasmic. If I mess up some of these, you guys know it's not just me, right? Okay. Have you ever been working on your own project, get so into it, and start working on it at school or something, and gotten in trouble for it? If so, what is it and what happened? Yes. It's really hard to deal with audio files on your phone, and okay, I was in class, and this was a couple years ago. I was sitting in the back row, and I was by myself, and I was thinking I was probably gonna get away from it, and I thought it was gonna be fine. I had my phone out, and thought my headphones were plugged in. They were not. So, just the loudest, like beat drop of music was just out of nowhere, and I'm like, oh, that's my ringtone, but that still didn't work, and they took my phone, and because they took my phone while I was editing something, and like there was like a problem, it got deleted, and so that was lost, which sucks, but I ended up remaking it a while later. Alright, Umaria? It's almost spelled like Maria, but there's an I in there. Yumi and an Aria. Yumi Aria, that's how I'm going to go with it. Pretty sure. Yumi Aria asks, so you're playing an MMO with Adrian, Marinette, and Alia. What class are you and why? What class is everybody? Oh my gosh. I probably should have thought of this one beforehand. This is one of those questions I probably should have had written down. Okay, off the top of my head. Marinette is definitely a spellcaster. Definitely some kind of wizard. It all depends on what kind of MMO we're playing. I'm not sure if this is like a PC thing, or maybe it's more like a console MMO. I'm a big MMO guy. I'm all about that. But yeah, Marinette, definitely a spellcaster. Definitely a spellcaster of some kind. Buffs for the party and stuff, all sorts of like, whoosh, like really sparkly, lots of circles. You know her. She'd get all like, wee, there's so many pretty designs that are also deadly. That seems like it sums her up pretty well. Alia would probably be a rogue of some kind. Yeah, definitely a lot of like covert, like illusion type stuff. She could just disappear and then show up and be like, ha ha, and then you'd be dead. Yeah, that sounds like her. Adrian would be a warrior? Warrior? No. I mean, he wouldn't be a paladin or anything. He'd just be like, I'm gonna go with warrior for now. I'm pretty sure with like a short sword. He wouldn't have a shield or anything, but like a short sword. He'd be that kind of guy, like the riders out of Lord of the Rings, you know? Like, he'd just show up, he'd be kind of cocky about it, be like, oh, hey, you want to try and fight me? And then, you know, that would be cool. I would be a bard. Yeah, let's go with that. I was going to give myself something cooler, but I want to be a bard, just so I have the moment where they're like, oh, send the minstrel, he's worthless, and then I would be stuck behind enemy lines with nothing but a lute and my wit, and I would have a lute, and they'd be like, oh, what are you gonna do, bard? Try and sing us a song to win our favor? And I'd be like, no, lute attack! Boom! Heck yeah. Bard. Yeah, definitely bard. Final answer. Alright, next one is gonna be Blue Forest Stranglecat? What Stranglecats? I got a friend who would probably take exception to that. I am curious, what thoughts do you and your friends have towards Nightcore? It's okay if you're not sure what your friends think about it, though. Your opinion alone would be cool. Aw. Thank you. This is an ass plug about me. I am glad that you care about my opinion. Alright, so Nightcore, yeah. I feel like I feel about Nightcore like everybody feels about Nightcore. If you don't know what that is, look it up. It's kind of hard to explain. It's just like a remix. I think it's just like an artist who does it, or like a band name for a remix group. But what it basically do, at least offhand, what it sounds like is that they just speed up and pitch up pre-existing songs without doing a lot else. And, you know, I criticize that and be like, but I still listen to it all the time. So I don't know what that means. Like, I do listen to the original song, but sometimes you just feel like listening to the Nightcore version, where it's just higher and faster. And there is no other significant difference, but you still listen to it anyways. So I guess I can't really be like, oh, it sucks, because I listen to it too. I don't know what anybody else thinks. I feel like it wouldn't really be up anybody else's alley anyways. I mean, maybe Alia. Maybe. Probably not. From Jero1331. Hello, Nino. Hello. Quick question. What are your top 5 favorite bands and what songs would you recommend to listen to while studying? Oh my god. Okay, this is definitely one of those questions I probably should have had written down. Okay, I'm just gonna name a couple. Because I'm going to get very distracted and this is gonna go forever. So, Monster Cat, probably. Fox Stevenson, dude's awesome. I will put links to them and songs from them in the at some point, or I'll make a playlist or something. I'll put it on my blog. I don't know. Follow that, and we'll see what I do with that. Madeon, I think is how you say it. It's spelled like made and then on, Madeon. They've got some kickin' stuff. Madeon has got some kickin' stuff, especially a collaborative song featuring Passion Pit called Pay No Mind. That's what it is. I was totally blanking there for a second. Monster Cat, you want to listen to something sweet by Monster Cat? I think it's called, the album is called Nitrofun, and there's a song called Cheat Codes. Heck yeah. That's awesome. I love Cheat Codes. I listen to it all the time. Yeah, and then from Fox Stevenson, Comeback. I love Comeback. I think that's awesome. I need 2 more. I got this. Okay, don't tell anybody. Fallout Boy? Fallout Boy. Okay, like, I'm a dude who's usually into more, like, electronica kind of mix-up, but sometimes Fall Out Boy is just kind of rad sometimes. I mean, I'm not ashamed of it. Like, you could tell other people, but, like, I mean, you don't need to, like, spread it around or whatever. Fall Out Boy's pretty cool. I like Phoenix. Phoenix is pretty rad. And then maybe, since we're already admitting guilty pleasures, Panic at the Disco, Victorious. Just gonna go with that. Just, maybe none of those are good things to listen to while studying, but for while studying, I suggest, video game OSTs, official soundtracks. Highly recommended. I do it all the time. If you go for more calmer ones like Dragon Age Origins soundtrack, the Legend of Zelda calm relaxing playlist soundtracks, especially for Skyward Sword, like songs that play in Skyloft and stuff like that. It's really good for studying. That's what I use when I study, which I don't do very often. Malicious Unicorn. Oh, that's an interesting username. Malicious Unicorn asks, do you stay updated with the Ladybug? Of course I do. Of course. So does everybody, to be honest. It's like everybody has it set up on their phones, so that way you get an automatic update whenever Alia is doing something. I always feel like don't tell her this, I always feel a little cool because I actually know her, and sometimes I know about stuff she's going to post on the blog before anybody else does. That's not something that happens all the time, but it's pretty cool. But it is kind of exhausting for me emotionally when the blog goes live and then I'm like, oh, wait, is there an Aquaman attack? What's happening? And I bring it up and I see Alia running through the middle of Paris exploding because she's just on her phone. She's like, oh, I'm gonna get the shot. Oh god, I'm gonna die to get this shot because I'm stupid. she just needs to stay out of trouble. And she doesn't. She just runs into trouble because she thinks trouble is great and fun and relaxing, I guess. She's just so committed to getting the shot that she's going to die one of these days. And I don't want that to happen. So, thankfully, the heroes have seemed to have caught on to the fact that she has a blatant disregard for personal safety and usually takes care of her before too long. As a friend, it's kind of ridiculous. Just goes live and you're like, oh, where's Alia? Oh, good, the building is exploding. That's good. Alright, from Lady Noor 11. Oh, okay, this is just kind of a question. I'm 15. 15, 16, I don't know, I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it's 15. We're just gonna go with that. From Rank Pup 8. There was like another 7 rank pups that you only got the 8th one? Okay. I mean, I'm not criticizing. I think your icon is super cute, by the way. But, so, not a turtle. What a suspicious name. You aren't hiding something, are you? No. I'm not. Incorrect. I just don't think that you should put your full name on the internet all the time. You know? It's like, not wise. You know, use PayPal account while online banking, and also use a fake name for your last name, and it could be anything, you know? It could be, Cat Scratch, it could be Cool Guy, or it could be Not a Turtle. If that's something you want, I'm not a turtle, so, I mean, it makes sense, right? Moving on. Okay, Magic Quill 42. Did or does it bug you when Mary and Adrian vanish every time there is an attack? It did. Once upon a time, that did bug me because I never really noticed it with Marinette because I don't hang around with Marinette. I mean, I didn't as much. I do more often now, but she's such a potent ball of energy sometimes that I do leave that to Alia to like, it's like, oh god, where did she go? You should probably go find her. Adrian can be the same way when he gets really, really excited about whatever. Be like, oh god, a dog, and then he's gone, and I'm like, oh, there he goes. But with Akuma attacks, more often than not, he would vanish in the direction of absolute danger, so I would always be like, ah, da, ah, but, nowadays, for no particular reason, I am more understanding of why it happens. I mean, Akuma attacks are scary. I vanish too, because they're scary. Moving on. Pixelated Cosplay asks, hi Nino, just wondering, what toothpaste do you use? Because I've noticed that you really seem to take a stand against enamel cruelty. Oh my god. Really? I had to tell that one to Adrian. That joke is stupid. And probably Crest. Good joke. Good joke. Fine. I'll allow it. And the last question. From Ask a Metrine? Metrine? It's Ask A and then M-E-T-R-I-N-E. Trine? Metrine? Trine? Yes? Asked, what's your favorite thing to do with Adrian? When Adrian is allowed to do things, which is not all the time. We like to just chill. It's like more often than not, when he's allowed to go out places, they have to be like public places that can be guarded. But recently, I've gotten my parents okay with the gorilla just being in the living room, which was kind of weird for everybody. But now Adrian can come over and we can just play video games. It's like Adrian can ditch the gorilla like sometimes, but not all the time. So he usually just comes over and we play video games. Or if he can't, we play MMOs online, play a lot of online stuff together, or Skype is going kind of constantly. We do keep in contact a lot, and it sucks that he can't go out and just be a kid as often as he should be allowed to. Because his dad sucks, unless Mr. Agrest is watching this, in which case, sir, I'm sorry. That's about it. 4 questions. Don't have anything else. But, this was like 15 minutes long. But, thank you for coming to hang out with me. Next time, if I get some more questions, we're gonna have some playlists of songs, kind of stuff we want to talk about. More stuff about bands, more songs. So, yeah, check out those songs I talked about. Those are rad. And we're all just, for the sake of everything, going to ignore all the pictures in the background, just because those are what are on my wall and they don't mean anything to anything else. So, thank you for coming to chill with me. See you later, dudes.